Willie D live.
What's up, family? Stephen A. Smith says he has no choice but to consider running for president in 2028. Check it out, fam. Check this out on ABC News. Stephen A. Smith, host of ESPN's First Take, hammered the Democratic Party and suggested he has no choice but to consider a run for president. I have no choice because I've had elected officials, and I'm not going to give their names, elected officials coming up to me. I've had folks who are pundits come up to me. I've had folks that got a lot of money, billionaires, and others that have talked to me about exploratory committees and things of that nature. I'm not a politician. I've never desired to be a politician. Smith reiterated that because of the number of people asking him to consider a run, he has no choice to leave the door open. Here's the reality, people. Literally people, have walked up to me, including my own pastor, for crying out loud, who has said to me, "You don't know what God has planned for you. At least show some respect to the people who believe in you, who respect you, who believe that you can make a difference in this country, to leave the door open for any possibilities some to 3 years down the line." And that's what I've decided to do. Okay, fam, who believes that this guy right here can become president of the United States of America? By a show of hands, give me a thumbs up if you believe that Stephen A. Smith can become the president of the United States. Thumbs up. Thumbs down if you say, hell nah, get the hell out of here, man. Get out of here with that nonsense. I'll give you a few moments to think about it. Okay, time's up. Listen, fam. After Donald Trump became president, I can't say, fam, Amber Rose can end up becoming president. This country has no standards. Anybody can become president of the United States. Cat Williams said it best. He said, man, it don't matter. You don't have to have talent. He said, now is the time. Now is the time where you can do anything you want to do in this country because the bar is so low. The bar is so low to the floor, it can't go no more. When Trump became president, that blew the hinges off the door. So once somebody that uncivilized, that uncouth, that ignorant, that unintelligent, that classless, once somebody like that, like literal trailer trash can become the president of the United States, anybody can become president. Anybody. So I wouldn't be surprised if he did run and become. Think about it when Trump ran. It was a foregone conclusion that he would never, ever see the light of day in the White House. At least not sitting in the Oval Office seat. Maybe standing up, on the other side, probably handing the president an envelope or something, a bribe or something like that. But never did we, in a million years, did we think that that dude could actually become president. And he never even really thought he could become president because on the day that he and Obama met to transfer power and they met in the Oval Office, he was stunned. He was looking like, almost like, what the hell did I get myself into? This is all really, really, this is overwhelming. You could see it in his face. But once he realized that he didn't have to have, once he got in, once he won and he got in, and he realized that he really didn't have to know what he was doing, he was like, okay, I'll just do it. However I wake up, whatever I feel like doing, I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Whatever I feel like saying, that's what I'm going to say. It don't matter. If you watched him in his first term, he was a little measured at times, and he would go back on certain things that he would say, and then I guess because he was planning on being there for a second term, so he had something to look forward to. But once he got kicked out and then he ran again and he got in, now he know what's at stake. Now he know what he can and can't get away with. And now he's like, I'm a lame duck president, so I'm going to roll it out. This one, I'm going to go all the way out. I'm going to go out with a bang. Either this is going to be my last, one way or another, it's going to be my last term. It cannot become my last, I cannot get another term after this legally. So I'm just going to do whatever the hell I want to do. And still, I'm going to try to get another term, but I'm going to have to do that illegally. So it don't really matter about who I piss off or whatever, because they're going to try to stop me from having a third term. So let me just do whatever the hell I want to do. And it just don't matter. So that's where we are right now with Trump. As far as Stephen A. Smith family, I tell you what, I think it would be damn near as hilarious on a daily basis, because Stephen A. Smith says some of the most outrageous things every single day. I still don't think he would be able to hold a candle to Trump, but it would definitely be entertaining on a day-to-day basis. Every single day, it would be something new with him. Imagine this dude, State of the Union. Imagine a State of the Union with Stephen A. Smith. Imagine that. My fellow Americans, let me be clear, very clear. The State of the Union is strong in talent, strong in potential, but inconsistency in execution. And inconsistency, ladies and gentlemen, is not good. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. But that's how it would be. Like anytime he feel like it going off, that's what you would see. That's what you would see. He would be delivering the State of the Union like basketball free throw stats. Imagine that. We are in the United States of America, not the sometime states. It's the United States, not the almost states. It's the United States. And we got to do better. What we're capable of doing, we haven't showed the world anything yet. Iran, we're coming for you. I wish you would. It would be entertaining as hell, fam. It would be entertaining as hell. But it really don't matter, fam. This country's gone to hell in a handbasket anyway. Like, it's over. I just don't have any faith in it. I think it's over. It's over. Once you put Trump in office, you see you got what you got, and you still come back and allow him to get in a second time after you saw what the calamity the first time around. And he shouldn't even got in the first time around. But the fact that he did get in and he showed you how incompetent he was and how corrupt he was, and you let him get back in a second time, the man tried to overthrow the damn government. The man tried to overthrow the government. He lost the election and said that he was refusing to leave the White House. It took an act of Congress to make him leave. And they let him get back in. This country deserves everything it gets, man. Every bad thing that comes its way, it deserves. It deserves. Because these dumbass people, and again, I do not believe that 80 million people voted for Donald Trump. I don't believe that. I believe the election was rigged. And this is what they're trying to make sure happens a second time. They're just trying to switch the play up a little bit. I think it was rigged then, and I think it's going to be rigged this time around, the next time around. This dude said things about the first lady. Let's not forget what he said about Angela Reese. He's extremely hard on black women. I don't know how he's going to get in on the Democratic ticket with black women being the foundation of the Democratic Party. They are the strongest voting base for the Democratic Party. How you going to get in with all that disrespect? He disrespected Joy Reid. He disrespected Kamala Harris. He disrespected Jasmine Crockett. How is he going to get in? Black women are the core of the Democratic voting base. How is he going to get in? That's the core constituency. I need to know that. What's the plan? Just what? What, he's going to go around and give every black woman some flowers or something? Some flowers and candy? Is he going to try to lie to him and make it sound fly to him? What is he going to do? How is he going to get those votes? Because most of the black women that I know who he is and have an opinion about him, has a very, very negative opinion about him. So I don't see how he stands a snowball chance in hell. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.